Here we go, folks. Get ready. This is our game of the week, a matchup everybody's been waiting for. There's tremendous energy here in the building. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Gonna run it. It's Bennett. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. The Gamecocks will crank up the tempo.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Caught quickly. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
He's running out of time here. He's looking to scramble. Second down after that previous play. To throw, it's Sellers. And it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the running back. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the 2nd down incompletion, we'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it's good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Now, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Touchdown, South Carolina. Wow, what a play. Defensive score. They will try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. They're going to run it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. His time is going now.
And there's the tight end.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. First and 10 now for the offense.
42 Spiders.
Here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Commodores pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Here comes a handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Commodores come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Running back with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now this is the 8th play on this drive.
Here we go.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here. Using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signal for it taken. Goes to the pistol formation now. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. second period. First play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Back to throw. It's Sellers. The pocket breaking down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
This is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
The Gamecocks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And the Gamecocks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Gamecocks with 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Sellers. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up the first, looking for more. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He hands it off from the gun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Handoff to the single back. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they pick up the first on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll try the right here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense operating from the pistol. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. The sure hands. It's Matthews. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Commodores line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Brown. Trucks through the defender. You get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. completion makes it second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Chris, that's what I thought about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point try coming down. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense to get a quick stop. Returner decides to fair catch this. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. The pass rush closing in. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Dropping back. It's Sellers. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense has picked up the football going the other way. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And the defense joins the party with a score. As any defender's dream, comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he picked it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. It's like the final play of the half coming up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field.
42 Spider.
First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Second effort, their defense cannot stop short of the marker.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
On the double.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Out 55 weak.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Okay,
A
ready?
gain makes it second and medium.
Let's go.
Hand off to the right side. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Lasso.
And looking to throw now on first down. He finds the running back in the flat. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Ready?
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 20, the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Still out there. They'll set up to go for two here, trying to tie the game.
6-9-1. Gators score. 29 Philly.
Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Coach deciding to go for the two-point conversion to tie the score right here.
Here we go.
Back to throw. It's Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket now. It is intercepted.
The two-point is no good. That is the score. Vanderbilt 21, South Carolina.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they start the drive.
And your Vanderbilt Commodores will take over 1st and 10.
Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That's a strong stiff arm. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 1st down. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete. Commodores looking to run some tempo here. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up.
3:25.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure you can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And the Commodores will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Can he get there on the ground? Fights through the tackler. Brought down to 46. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a 1st down.
And the Gamecocks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble to his left. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
This is great. This is what the great ones do. Uses his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped a switch from passer to runner. Got a pretty good gain out of it, too.
Here's the second down play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And the completion made. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On third down, it's a handoff. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
South Carolina, 19.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Shotgun formation, here's an inside give. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Bennett. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. New set of downs for the offense. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. And here's the handoff. Commodores fail to come up with another 3rd down stop.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the 4th quarter. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. Coming up, second down and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And not through the PAT, so the lead is 5 here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. 0 running mark, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the game just good enough for a first down. And the Commodores come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. Nowhere to run up the middle. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Sellers. Running with purpose. Looking to throw it deep. And it's intercepted. A crushing play.
Well, when you take a chance, sometimes things tend to backfire on you. Conventional wisdom says to run the ball, no matter what the down and distance is, to work that clock and win this game the shortest way. You take the chance, you're aggressive, and it ends up backfiring with the interception.
So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Who makes the grab? Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Time taken away. Offense set for one final drive. We're set for an exciting finish. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Escapes the pocket. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the 4th quarter.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. The offense will spend the timeout with 27 seconds remaining.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Looks to the left, pass caught. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a 1st down. Commodores come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick throw over the middle. And he's got it. Touchdown, Commodores. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
The offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. He'll make it into the end zone. So now they lead by a field goal here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. And they'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Well, the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The ball is loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position. So a good W here. Their season is up and running. The goal was to be 1-0, but also, Kirk, we got a chance to see what this team is capable of when they play their best.
I completely agree with you, Chris. I was definitely impressed with this performance. We'll just have to see how far this team can really go.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.